If you have money sitting in a UAE or Dubai banks, this is the most important video you'll watch this year. Let me start with the single most important concept in this situation. Move your money first, then move yourself. This is the rule thousands of people with the capital in Dubai are learning right now. Some in time, many too late. If you're watching this video, it's because you're looking around. You want to understand how to protect what you've built. Switzerland is the most sought after destination right now, and you're weighing your option across different jurisdictions. Maybe you've already heard the stories of people who try to move saving capital to a Swiss bank and run straight into a wall. Bureaucracy, document requests, wires stuck in an answered review that never seems to go anywhere. On top of that, many people do things in the wrong order. They relocate first, change the residency, and then try to move the capital. Another common mistake, and we'll get to this in a few minutes, is reaching for the most convenient, fastest solution and moving funds to a digital bank. At the point, what seemed like a straightforward process turns into a nightmare. In some cases, you end up having a fly back to Dubai physically to unblock what's already yours. In this video, I'll explain what's actually happening inside the Emirates banking system, why moving significant capitals has become far more complex than it was a few years ago, and what the only logical sequence look like if you want to do this without wasting time, without blockages, and without surprises. I'm Matteo Maglia, Partnership Manager at GloboBanks, the banking introduction company for international accounts. Let's start with a real scenario we encountered directly in our work. A German entrepreneur resident in Dubai for years decides to relocate to Lisbon in Portugal in February. He moves his family, changes his residency, then turns his attention to sorting out the money. He tries to wire 1.4 million euros from his Dubai bank to a Swiss institution. The Emirati bank sees that he's already changed the residency and triggers an answer due diligence. The Swiss bank, on the other side, sees a large transfer arriving from a recently relocated client with no prior relationship with the institution, coming from a jurisdiction that until recently was on the international grey list for money laundering. It fires its own most aggressive compliance protocol. Result? The funds is stuck in the middle and he has to book a return flight to Dubai to resolve the situation in person. This isn't an isolated case, it's a pattern repeating itself for hundreds of people across the Gulf right now. As I said at the start, the rule is this: move the money first, then move yourself. If you do it in the wrong order, you pay for it in time, stress, and often in money. With the flow of capital shifting toward the rest of the world, Switzerland, especially right now, every bank in the Emirates is watching its deposit base erode in real time. They don't freeze your account, that will be too obvious, too easy to challenge. What they do is more subtle. They ask for a document you already provided, they send the wire into an answered review, they stretch out the timelines. And every week that passes, the best option available for you, a private account at a serious Swiss bank, becomes harder to access. If Switzerland is the best option, a digital bank is the worst. Looking for a quick way out, many people end up on fintech platforms that let you open an account in 15 minutes and you an IBAN immediately and give you the impression that you've sorted everything. Then, after your first wire transfer, your own money, let's be clear, an email arrives. An endless compliance questionnaire asking for source of funds, 36 months of business activity, tax residency certificates for every jurisdiction you've ever touched, notarized corporate documents, and a tight deadline to provide everything or the funds go back to the sender, back to the Dubai bank you were trying to leave. The problem is structural. Fintechs and online brokers aren't built to handle 7-figure transfers from complex jurisdictions. They've built for someone depositing like 10,000 euros and buying like ETFs. When a million arrives from a UAE account, every compliance trigger in the system fires simultaneously, and you end up back where you started, if not worse. Swiss private banks are receiving tens of billions of euros in new applications from the Gulf. Compliance teams that managed 50 new cases a month are now managing 500. Every new application gets scrutinized more carefully. Banks that would have opened an account for you within a few weeks, 3 months ago, now have waiting lists. Some have already started limiting the number of new introduced clients they accept each month, and there's some mechanism almost nobody knows about until they hit it directly. Every banking transaction gets logged in interbank systems, like a failed credit check. The rejection itself becomes part of your record and makes the next application even harder. So, is the picture. The bank holding your money doesn't want to release it quickly. The bank you want to send it to doesn't want to receive it without extensive verification. And caught in the middle is you with the clock ticking. There is a way out of this bottleneck, but it's not going to a Swiss bank website and filling in a form. That route leads almost certain to a rejection or to a month of review with an uncertain outcome. Serious private banks, institutions like Vontobel and UBS, with 200 years of history and 2 world wars behind them, don't work with anonymous clients who show up from the internet. They work with introduced clients, people who arrive already presented with a properly prepared file through a dedicated channel. That is exactly what GloboBanks does. We hold formal contracts with over 60 physical banking institutions in Switzerland, the US and Singapore, for example. When we introduce a client, the application lands directly with the relationship manager who is expecting it. No algorithm scripting, no anonymous queue, and we guarantee the account opening contractually. If one institution doesn't fit your profile, we have another of equivalent standing ready. The critical point for an international entrepreneur like you, this process is 100% remote. You don't need to fly to Zurich. You don't need to change your residency first. In fact, as we've seen, that's exactly the mistake to avoid. The right time to move the capital is now, while you're still in the UAE resident, because the moment you change residency, complications multiply on both sides of the transfer. We handle the documentation, manage the bank relationship, and stay with you through every step until completion. Our capacity with some Swiss partner banks is limited to a small number of newly introduced clients per month, and right now, certain windows are filling up. To recap, your money isn't blocked today, but moving it is getting harder every week that passes. Dubai banks have every incentive to slow the process down. The best Swiss banks are filling up, and if you wait until you've already left to sort out the banking, you risk having to fly back to unlock what's already yours. The right order is the only order. Move the money first, then move yourself. If you want to understand what the right path looks like for your specific profile, which banks, which jurisdictions, realistic timelines, actual deposit requirements, the GloboBanks teams offers a free confidential first consultation. On that call, we'll tell you exactly which institutions fit your situation and what the real costs and timelines look like today. I hope this helped bring some clarity to a situation that's moving fast. If you want to move forward, the link to book your free consultation is in the description. Let's see you in the next video.